about to get ugly. Inject this dose of the future. Tap them veins, grab hold, let me shoot ya. Mainline this new get it heroin. The Afro-American dream is too evident. The potential to be the first black president. iTunes, download me in every resident. Early, I skip breakfast. Be on his grind like he needs new brake pads. We in the hood like black soap and dollar bands. My CDs in 3D holograms. The future, y'all need to holler, man. The live show's a hard act to follow, man. Ron's my likeness, y'all need to follow him from now to 3000. I'll be a problem, man, the future. Switch my demeanor, flip, assemble my own team to say FEMA in case there's another Katrina. You laughed at the past, said I was a dreamer, but it's back to the future. Sold out arenas, we take them to the cleaners. Calm your nerves, this is the man who provided more jobs for blacks than armed services. Let's go. Cut them corners, stay ahead of them curvatures. Yeah, you heard of us, hit stay superfluous. Man, I extend credit to a vagabond. Run your city, and we not talking marathons. Bang like chitty chitty here to disturb you. New CD, watch it spread like bird flu. America, fall back, you can't stop me. Got a thing for pigeon-toed chicks who walk knock-knee. Skin-tight jeans, we call that Botoxy. I'm desensitized, baby, you can't shock me, I'm the future. Went from blacks degraded to fortunes rap related. Now my entire crib is voice activated. Television on, Mr. Combs is home. Solar panel rooftop, my kitchen is chrome. Dim the lights to a purple haze, then answer the phone. Peep the moon through my retractable dome. What they thought they assassinated was only a clone. We about to venture off into the unknown, where sun rays hook off layers of ozone. Chips inserted in the brain, the new cell phone, the future. Quit me now, I'm Grammy certified, the committee can pick me now. And they all green with envy like Bill Bixby. Bow down, kiss the tip of my cane, I paid 60,000. You know the suit stayed crispy now, hands to the sky and get ready if you with me now, the future. Never seen before, never will, always before you, always ill. I am.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are now to the main event. The Pioneers of Western Oklahoma State College in the house of the Seminole State College Trojans. We are approximately 3.5 minutes away from that action taking place right here on the hardwood in Seminole, Oklahoma. I'm going to give you the starting lineups right now. Starting with the home team right here, Seminole State College, so you can know what we're dealing with as far as the Trojan side of the ball is concerned. Under head coach Don Tilley and assistant coach Austin Turner, the roster for the Trojans goes as follows: Colton Kowalski, Chris Weish, Cameron Kennedy, Dominique Primer, Nikhil Jameson, Jordan Williams, D'Angelo Atkins, Carlos Slaughter, Chandler Haley, Anthony Kinzer, Charles Dickinson, Livingston Clare, DeAndre Wade, Gideon Garner, Ben Jenkins, and Jason Holt. But starting for the Trojans is going to be Chris Weish, number 1, Cameron Kennedy, number 3, Dominique Primer, number 4, D'Angelo Atkins, number 12, and 23, Anthony Kinzer. Let me tell you, these boys here, I mean, if I could tell you, these gentlemen are tall. A lot of these gentlemen stand well over 6'4". The shortest individual on the squad is 5'9". Everybody else is taller than that. But starting for your Western Oklahoma State Pioneers, under the direction of Ronaldo De La Vera and assistant coach Dallas Nolan. Our squad is Number 33, Akeem Clark, Shamar Dumas, Bronze Gideons, Lavoris Givens, Jashawn Jones, Dylan O'Hearn, Obi Okafor, Brian Rector, Damian Sears, and Wester Simius. Playing tonight, the starting five for your Pioneers. We got from Lubbock, we got correction from Palatka, Florida. He's number 2, standing 6 feet tall, Shamar Dumas. And we got number 15, Dylan O'Hearn from Romulus, Michigan. And number 4, standing at 6'4" from Richmond, Virginia, Jashawn Jones. And at number 5, standing at 6'7" from Princeton, Louisiana, Damian Sears. And from Lady Luck, Las Vegas, Nevada, Obi Okafor. That is your starting five for your Western Oklahoma State Pioneers. Making the calls and keeping law and order on the court tonight, Tommy Kraft, Steve McCarter, and Shay Hamilton. And these referees look like they can take care of business, I guarantee it. So we're under a minute, and we're going to do introductions. And I do believe those are going to take place right now. And while they're doing introductions, I'm going to tell you the sponsoring lineup for tonight's contest. We have CSM Local Oklahoma, Discount Tire of Lawton, Express Pack and Ship Business and Copy Center, Womas Superstore Service Department, Crossfire of Altus, IGTS LLC, and Custom Graphics. Let me tell you a little about Custom Graphics. Custom Graphics, we have been partnered together for 10 years. In 10 years, we have done a great deal in providing customized clothing for yours truly, DJ Raven Cade, and QITC Studio Sports for fans by fans. I'm going to be making the calls, and I want to be providing the action tonight. Get ready, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. We're in for some high-tempo spinneroonies, slamma-jammas. It's going to be going down here in Trojan Town. We're in the Trojans' house tonight. Your Pioneers, Seminole State. Coming up next, tell you a little bit more about my sponsors. You got Discount Tire. They're so confident about their tires that you don't not satisfied with them, you bring it back. Check them out online today at discounttire.com. You can make appointments. You can order your tires, order your rims, get some tips and guides about how you need to take care of your tires. And let me tell you, if you're underinflated, this is what's going to happen. You're going to lose gas mileage. So keep your tires inflated, and they help you out by doing that stuff for free. For free, people. They help you keep your tires correctly pressured and give you the best value for tires. Check them out in Lawton at 1909 Northwest 82nd Street, better known as Quanah Parker Trailway. So they are the best. Discount Tire. Check them out today. IGTS LLC at 118 South Main Street. Been in the business for more years than I can count. Guy and his talented staff will make sure that your PC is working right every time. Big or small, give them a call. 580-480-1700. That is IGTS LLC of Altus. CSM Local Oklahoma, making your life a little more hassle-free and treating you like VIP. No matter where you want to go, no matter where you need to go, CSM Local can take care of you. It's game time right here in Seminole, Oklahoma. I'm your host, DJ Raven Cade. Let's get it on! And we're underway, ladies and gentlemen. The tip-off. Who's it going to be? And Western's got the tip-off. Dylan O'Hearn quickly into the paint. This is going to be fast-paced, folks. He's calling his own number, got his own rebound. Jashawn jumping, shooting, not scoring. And the Trojans coming back down the court. We got Dominique Primer on top of the key, looking for a man. Got Chris Weiss. Chris Weiss kicks it back to Primer. Primer. Kicking it to Kennedy. Kennedy. Whoa! High jump in there. A lot of good defense from the Pioneers. But Cameron Kennedy is a shooter. Everybody on this squad, they're a shooter. They need to keep that in mind throughout the entire pace of this game. Dylan O'Hearn. Good block by Obi Okafor. Dylan O'Hearn trying to make a trade happen. Not happening right now. Primer, pumping, going past O'Hearn. Kennedy, losing the ball. And Shamar Dumas off the steal, making it happen. Didn't quite make it happen there. Good hustle, though, by your Pioneers. Primer, looking down 0-4, trying to do a little loop-de-loo. Got stuffed. Trojans retain possession. 18:46 left in the half. First half play is brought to you by Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. All the way through Highway 62 and I-44 and Northern Texas. Shot clock reset to 22 seconds. Number 3, Cameron Kennedy's looking at me. He's about to take the ball out. Primer right there. Primer across the timeline. Shamar looking to steal. 23's covered up. Kinzer. 12. Atkins jumps, shoots, and scores for the Trojans. Quick 5-0. Trojans on top right now. 18:20 left in the first half. Shamar Dumas kicks it to Deshaun Jones. Deshaun to Dylan. Dylan. Damian Garden heavy in the paint. Deshaun. Shamar. Obi. It's tight defense Trojans are putting on. Wow. A little alley-oop there, but Damian Sears was not ready for that. Glad that he didn't come down wrong, because that would have been an injury if he had it. Primer kicks it to Kennedy. Kennedy tries to make the long three. Misses. And we got Pioneers and Trojans, and off of the confusion, Cameron Kennedy makes the play. Pioneers are behind 7-0 right now. Told you it's going to be. There is a timeout already. We'll take 1-2. You're listening to QITC Studios Sports for fans by fans.
More. The special guests of Mice and Men. Bad Flower and Palisades. February 28th at the Diamond Ballroom. Tickets at Smart Saver. Buy for less. DiamondBallroom.com. And don't miss Seven Dust. Clutch. All That Remains and More. Sponsored by Bud Light. Produced by DCF Concerts.
Make sure you check out DCFconcerts.com for all the events that are going down in Oklahoma City this year. I'm telling you, they got more concerts than I can count. DCF Concerts, your concert destination throughout Oklahoma and Kansas. Got some high-flying action right now from your Pioneers. Dylan O'Hearn being covered up pretty good by Dominic Premier. Jashawn facing off Kennedy, picking and rolling to Dumas. Sears back to Dumas. Dumas for the tray. Missing. But Obi. Oh, that was just Sean stuffing it in. Woo. That was a good one. I tell you, it's going to be some high-flying action here. I wish I could show you half of it. It's got good stuff going on with the Pioneers. Still behind by 5, but that was a great move. Premier looking for the jumper from D'Angelo Atkins. He's a shooter. Everybody on the Trojan squad can shoot. It's just a matter of if you get in their face, you can at least slow them down. Everybody can shoot. Jashawn getting stripped from Atkins. Atkins to Kennedy. Kennedy getting stuffed by Obi. Substitution made. LaVorce Givens checks in for Jashawn. Dominique from Premier is going to take it out for Seminole. 16:33 left. Kennedy driving. Pioneer ball. I'm telling you, this is some. If you don't keep your eye on the ball, you will miss the show with these guys. Shamar Dumas crossing the timeline. LaVorce Givens in transition to Dylan O'Hearn. Dylan O'Hearn getting ready inside to Damian Sears, but missed the ball, and the ball goes back to the Trojans. Trojans, Dominique Premier tried to make it all happen himself, but at 5'9", going against 6'7", that's not an easy transition to do. Damian Sears comes up with the ball. Dylan O'Hearn kicks it to Shamar. Shamar Dumas to Givens. Givens looking, driving. Trying to go between his legs, doing a little fancy work. Draws the foul. Thankfully, that wasn't a steal. Foul called on Dominique Premier. Dominique Primer. Brian Rector's going to check in at the next dead ball. LaVorce drops the first bucket. Brian Rector checks in, number 14. And LaVorce drops both buckets. Pioneers behind by 5. So we look at 15:42 left for the first half. Dominique Primer working on Dylan O'Hearn. Kicks it to Kennedy, but Kennedy to no avail. Damian Sears tips it. Dylan O'Hearn is driving. Off the back glass, Damian Sears. Premier crosses the timeline. Atkins in transition. Kennedy to Weiss. Weiss almost stolen. Tipped back to Weiss. Kennedy's trying to shoot the long three. LaVorce with the rebound. LaVorce kicks it out to Brian Rector. Brian Rector slows it down, brings it back to Givens. Givens to O'Hearn. O'Hearn kicks it to Rector. Rector to Givens. Sears in transition underneath the basket. Obi's wide open. He said, hey, give me the ball, partner. Rector, three points. Brian Rector didn't make the shot. Kennedy going fast across the power with the timeline. Kennedy to Atkins. Atkins to Premier. Primer shoots and misses. Kennedy rebounds. Kinzer tries to do a little dunk there, but it didn't work out for him. Dylan O'Hearn almost loses the ball, but it keeps it going back to the other side. Gives it to Givens. Givens to Okafor. Okafor shucking and jiving. Back to Givens. Givens to O'Hearn. Rector in transition. Rector looking. Okafor. Okafor going, driving, shooting. Obi. 9-8, 1-point ball game for your Pioneers. Primer crossing the timeline to Kennedy. Correction to Weiss. Back to Primer. Kennedy in the corner, looking for the sweet spot, not getting it. Well defended. Kinzer's open in the middle, doesn't take the opportunity. Kennedy shoots a wild three, didn't make it. Damian Sears with the rebound to Brian Rector. Brian Rector crosses the timeline. Dylan O'Hearn doing a little hot potato, it looks like, on the court, ladies and gentlemen. Damian Sears going to muscle in the paint and draw the foul. We got a three-point opportunity coming your way. Foul called on Anthony Kinzer. Substitutions made, entering the game for the Trojans, Ben Jenkins. And number 32, Gideon Gardner. Ball didn't fall for the three-point play for Damian. Primer crosses the timeline, looking for an open man, but everybody's pretty much well defended in the zone. Atkins, top of the left wing. Back to Primer. Primer kicks it to Gardner. Gardner's three-point attempt, no good. Pioneer ball, 12:31 left. Checking in for the Pioneers, Webster Simius. Number 15, Carlos Slaughter. Now we got big bodies. Big bodies and a couple of average guys on the court right now. Should even things out a little bit. Some high-flying action. And a slamma-jamma maybe might be coming our way. Got Obi. Give us to Obi. Simius to Rector. Rector couldn't hang on to the high flying pass. 12:15 left. Trojan ball. Seemed like Primer was always the man to bring it back to the other side. And a stop by Simius brings a steal. Rector in transition. Count the bucket and the foul. Tried to get a charge was Gideon Gardner, but he didn't play that feet right in time. Brian Rector's going to try to shoot for that three-point opportunity. Since the timeout, the Pioneers have defended better, and it shows on the court, and their shooting ability as well. Brian Rector with the three-point play. Good job, Brian. Primer kicks it to Dixon. Dixon to Gardner. Driving, looking for a man. Well-defended play there. Gardner thought about the three, decided not to, kicks it back to Primer, says, you know what, you won't make it, I will. Three-point counts for Primer. 1-point ball game. Pioneers have the lead, 13-12. 11:30 left. Rector. Pushing foul called on Obi. A quick one called. Lost possession on that play. Trojans get the ball back. Primer. To Dixon. Dixon to Gardner. And that's a out-of-bounds violation. Pioneers get the ball back. 11-12 left in the first half. Thank you for tuning in to QITC Studio Sports presentation of the last away doubleheader for your Lady Pioneers and Pioneer squads in the 2018-2019 season. Obi Okafor driving, muscling in the paint. Couldn't get the bucket to drop, but he did get that foul. Foul called on Cameron Kennedy. Obi goes to the line to shoot for 2. Coach Tilley's trying to get his squad motivated that, hey, you need to play harder. Obi makes the first one. 14-12. Pioneers on top by 2. So far, the Pioneers are shooting over 90% at the free throw line. That does help your cause later on in the game. And Gardner lost the possession after a little bit of a pick and roll. Givens to Okafor. Okafor driving, muscling in with the deuce off the glass. Timeout. Trojans will take one with them. You're listening to QITC Studio Sports for fans by fans.
7 Dust in concert. With special guests Tremonti, Cane Hill, Blowwater, and Kira. March 2nd, Diamond Ballroom. Tickets at Smart Saver and buy for less. DiamondBallroom.com. And don't miss Clutch on Saturday, March 9th. Plus all that remains, Kill Switch, Engage, and more. Sponsored by Bud Light. Produced by DCF Concerts.
And we're back here at Seminole State College after the timeout. We have the Pioneers on top by 5. 10:30 left. That timeout was brought to you by DCF Concerts. Check out all their concert events, including venues in Oklahoma, Tulsa, and Kansas. DCFconcerts.com. Kicking out to Dixon. Dixon back to Kennedy. Kennedy to Primer. Primer to Kennedy. Little pick and roll action going on. And Slaughter with the tray. Just in the nick of time for the Trojans. Brian Rector for the Pioneers driving across the timeline. Kicks it to Givens. To O'Hearn. O'Hearn trying to find his sweet spot. He's a trigger man. Has a 3, but it was a little off. And Primer driving off of the rebound. Going to take on the big man, but got the stuff from O'Hearn. Ref calls an out-of-line step from Dylan O'Hearn. Loss of possession on that play. It's going to be Trojan ball. Slaughter's going to do the takeout duties, I do believe. Correction. It's going to be Kennedy with the takeout duties right by the Pioneer bench. Atkins back into the game. Jashawn Jones back into the game for the Pioneers. Brian Rector takes a seat. Everybody's settled. Looks like we're going to... So Atkins is going to do the takeout duties. Boy, after all that transition, I think we're ready to play ball, folks. Atkins kicks it to Primer. Primer look for a man, but it went unforthcoming. He's going to try to do some driving. Kicks it to his big man, 33, but he didn't get the slam like he wanted. Jashawn Jones on a mission. Misses the shot. Obi gets a rebound. Obi in the paint. Didn't get the foul. Drew his own number, but got the foul late on that one. Foul called on Carlos Slaughter. Obi Okafor is at the line now, shooting for 2.
Now, the Trojans number 15, Carlos Slaughter is first at the line. Okafor.
And the roll-in for Obi. 18-15, your Pioneers on top by 3. Second ball didn't drop. Atkins with the rebound, kicking it back to Primer. Damian Sears is going to check back in next dead ball. Number 33 wanted to do a slam And he got the bucket off the second try. Ben Jenkins wanted to slam it, but was greatly defended by Webster Simeons. Obi Okafor is going to take a seat. Damian Sears back into the game. 3-point opportunity for Ben Jenkins underway. 1-point ball game. This will tie it if he makes it. Tie ball game here in Seminole, 9 minutes. Sean Jones to Dylan O'Hearn. Dylan back to Jones. Jones to O'Hearn. Little picking and rolling, and Webster coming out of nowhere. A little bit of Dylan O'Hearn jumping and scoring for the Pioneers. 2018, fourth lead change. Webster tried to do some stealing there, but decided not to get that foul. Premier, Slaughter, Primer, back on the top. Primer, Slaughter, Kennedy in the corner. And then Primer on the other side of the wing. That is going to be a foul on Deshaun Jones. Dominique Primer's going to try to shoot for 3 of them. Never foul a man on the 3-point line. Let's give him a free 3 if he makes all of them. Sinks the first one. Shamar Dumas is going to check back in for Deshaun. Checking in for the Trojans, DeAndre Wade. He makes 2 of them. Correction, I thought it was a 3. Yeah, it was a 3. Damian Sears wanted to do the football Brady pass, but decided against it. Kicked it back to Dumas. Dumas to Givens. Givens doing a little sucking and driving, trying to draw a foul. None forthcoming. Primer trying to score. Almost lost the ball in transition. Kennedy in the corner drops the 3. Drops the long deuce. Correction, it's the long deuce. Almost a 3. Dumas to Sears. Sears crossing the timeline. Back to Givens. Coach Delabera trying to give his squad some instructions. Football passing it. Webster to Givens. Givens kicking into Dylan. Dylan got a couple of seconds on no foul call. Fouls were committed, but none called. Back to Kennedy. Slaughter, football passing. Premier, top of the key. Kennedy to Jenkins. Overshoots the goal. Webster Simeons is right there to get the rebound for the Pioneers. Dylan O'Hearn misses the long 3. Rebounded by Slaughter. Slaughter across the timeline. Looking for Kennedy, but he shoots at some Lady Pioneers in the stands. I don't think those ladies already played for the night, gentlemen. They're done for the night. Pioneer ball. Brian Rector is returning to the game for LaVorce Givens. He's played very hard the last 5-6 minutes. Shamar Dumas looking for an open man. Finds one with Brian Rector. Brian Rector kicks it to Simeons. Simeons to Dylan. Webster in the middle. Jumping. And the ball rolls in. Kennedy from Primer. Kennedy in transition looking for the sweet spot in the corner. But Slaughter has other plans. His 3-shot opportunity was in and out, but that was the loose ball foul on the play after the rebound. There's a foul called on DeAndre Wade. Pioneer ball. 6:05 left in the half. Getting some instructions from Coach Delibera. Dumas to Hearns as he crosses the timeline. Baseball passes it to Simius. Simius tied up, triple teamed right now. Damian Sears inside with the one-handed jumper. 5:42 left. Premier to Slaughter. Slaughter loses it. But Kennedy commits a foul. Sears wants it. The ref won't give it to him. Primer to Wade. Wade draws the foul. Foul call on Brian Rector. DeAndre Wade's going to go to the line now. Pioneers still have the lead, but that could change with these 2 shots. Could be a tied ball game. Check it back in. Next dead ball will be Chris Weich. Shot made. So on the floor right now we have Brian Rector, Shamar Dumas, Webster Simius, Damian Sears, and Dylan O'Hearn for your Pioneers. Second shot made. Tied ball game. Checking back in is Charles Dixon and number 21, Chandler Haley for the Trojans. Shamar Dumas is going to do the duties of bringing the ball back in to O'Hearn. To Dumas, O'Hearn, to Rector, across the timeline finally. Sears driving, kicking it out to Simius. Simius back to O'Hearn. O'Hearn kind of tied up right now. Dumas to Sears, and an offensive call is made. Violation, lost the ball on that play. Trojans bring it back across the timeline. Primer to Dixon. Dixon back to Primer. Primer shoots the 3. 6th lead change. Seminoles back on top by 3. 27-24. 4:30 left in the half. Simmons. O'Hearn. Dumas. Slow down the offense. With 10 seconds left on the shot clock. You better hurry. Find a man. And in that transition, the ball was stolen by Primer. The Primer in a hurry to try to make something happen for his team. Overshoots DeAndre Wade. And it's Pioneer ball. Checking in for the Trojans is Jordan Williams. All right, a little bit of a almost miscommit. Whoa, there's a foul.
Hey, we got to call a timeout to run a time. Come on, try it!
Now Trojans, number 24, Charles Dixon is first.
It's a foul called on Charles Dixon. Coach Delibera a little upset about how the Pioneers handled that situation. Morris Givens at the line now. Nonetheless, trying to get this back into a 1-point ball game. Misses the shot on the 1-and-1. Williams crosses the timeline for the Trojans. You got Wade trying to make something happen off the glass. Not happening. Damian Sears right there to get the rebound for the Pioneers. Givens driving in the paint. And almost a slam from Simeus. Just didn't go in, but he did draw the foul.
Set up 50, 50, 50. Set up 50.
Foul called on Chandler Haley. Webster Simeus is going to go to the line. 3:33 left. Your Pioneers are playing right to left of your radio dial for this half. Checking in is D'Angelo Atkins for DeAndre. Didn't get the roll that time. 2-point ball game. 27-25. And there's a steal, but a foul. Foul called on Brian Rector. That's his second. Taking it out right in front of the announcer's table is Charles Dixon. Dixon kicks it to Williams. Williams is going to be well defended. Didn't fall for the screen, was given. Got Williams to Weiss. Weiss tried to get it on transition, and then there was the steal. Baseball pass from Sears to Rector. Rector draws that foul. Foul called on Charles Dixon. And I believe that is his second. Yes, it is. Brian Rector. Makes it a 1-point ball game. He can tie it with this next shot. Didn't get the roll. 27-26. 3 minutes left before halftime. Haley to Williams. Williams to Weiss. And the wing and the prayer roll in. Miscommunication led to a turnover, another turnover for your Pioneers. 2:41 left. And there is a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to QITC Studio Sports for fans by fans.
Switchfoot. The Native Tongue Tour. Coming soon to Brady Theater, March 14th. Switchfoot with special guests Colony House and Tylen Motzenbonker. Tickets at the box office, BradyTheater.com. Switchfoot. Produced by DCF Concerts.
And that timeout was brought to you again by DCF Concerts. Check them out today online, DCFConcerts.com. Venues include the Brady Theater, Diamond Ballroom, and the Zoo Amphitheater. Taking out duties is Charles Dixon for the Trojans. Dixon did kick it out to Williams, and Williams kicked it back out to Dixon. We got another foul in transition against the Trojans. Chandler Haley. And Brian Rector's going to go back to the line for the Pioneers.
Okay, hey. What up? Drop here, drop here.
Shooting two, Brian Rector.
Set up a 2-2-1 here. Let Brian come over here. You're over here. Wetson, you're over here. You're all the way back. You're all the way back. Hey, you listen to one hand at half court.
Just to let you know that Ledges Pub House and Venue will be opening this summer. Check them out on Facebook at Ledges Pub House and Venue. That's all you need to know for all the best concerts in Southwest, Central, and Eastern Oklahoma. Off the fast break, that was a lot of back and forth right there. A lot of body sliding on the floor. But the Pioneers got the ball. Dylan O'Hearn driving, shucking and jiving. Did not make the shot. Williams comes up with the ball. Williams looking for his open man. Finds one with Weish. Weish is defended by Rector. And Atkins going to try to drive it in off the glass. Sears. Brady passes it to Simeons. And no bucket counts. Foul called on Jordan Williams. Webster Simeons is going to go to the line and shoot for 2. And the next dead ball, Dominique Primer is going to check back in for the Trojans. But right now, we're getting up some slick spots down there on the other end, because let me tell you, there were bodies sliding everywhere about a couple of seconds ago. Safety first. Along with Dominique Primer, you're going to have 32 Gideon Gardner checking in. And Obi Okafor as well for the Pioneers. And it looks like they're going to throw in Ben Jenkins as well for this last 1 minute 40 before the half. Webster makes it a 1-point ball game, 29-28. The Trojan players substituted, but Obi's waiting, I do believe, on the shooter. And Simeons makes it a tied ball game. Obi Okafor back in the game. Taking it out for the Trojans is Chandler Haley. Primer crossing the timeline. Primer to Dixon. Dixon looking for a man. Gardner looking for the three-point shot. Makes it. Doesn't fall. Ben Jenkins with the tip in. 31-29. Trojans on top. 1:19 left. Rector. Okafor to Gideons. Gideons across that timeline on the top of the key. Inside to Okafor. Misses it. Got us his own number, but lost the ball. Slip of the hand there. Primer. Well, it was the connection between Primer to Gardner that scored for the Trojans, 33-29. Okafor looking for an open man with Rector. Rector across the timeline. Obi, long distance, made the connection. Damian Sayers. And count the bucket and the foul. That's going to send Obi Okafor to the line for a three-point play. Foul called on Chandler Haley. That's his third. Some last-minute instructions right in front of the announcer's table from Coach Delabere to his squad. Three-point opportunity failed for Okafor. Haley with the rebound, giving it to Primer. Primer looking for Dixon. Dixon tried to get it back to Haley, but Damian Sears was right there to intercept. O'Hearn, one shot remaining in the half. And Givens. And 1.4 left. Beyond the disbelief of myself at the announcer's table and Coach Delabere, it is Trojan ball. Haley will take it out with long enough to probably chunk it down the, and that's what he does, and he hits the ceiling. Gonna retry that with the other side. So Pioneer ball.
Hey, you don't have time. You got 1.4. Hey, no, run the triangle.
Correction, they're gonna keep it with the.
Hey, we got 1.4.
I don't know what they're doing. Okay, so 1.4 is long enough to just chunk it and somebody shoot it. So the Pioneers got to think quick. And the bucket counts at the buzzer Okafor Pioneers tied ball game. We're going to halftime. You're listening to QITC Studio Sports.
Live concerts coming to Legends Event Park. On Saturday, June 8th, those Wild Outlaws, Confederate Railroad. On Saturday, July 13th, the Barroom Preacher. Colt Ford in concert.
Watch him out before I have to knock your loud ass out.
All-American Pickup coming to Legends Event Park. Colt Ford with Charlie Farley. Then Saturday, August 17th, Copper Chief rocking the stage. Saturday, June 8th, Confederate Railroad. Saturday, July 13th, Colt Ford with Charlie Farley. Saturday, August 17th, Copper Chief. Tickets at Ticket Storm. The best concerts. Brought to you by Legends Pub House and Venue.
Hustling.
DJ Ravencade broadcasting live right here in the heart of Seminole, Oklahoma, Trojan country, and Lady Bell's country. Right here, the Pioneers tied the ball game. It was a little bit of offensive and defensive struggle early on in that first half, but a buzzer beater by Obi Okafor gave the momentum back to the Pioneers as we look like we're going to enter this second half with momentum on our side, and I do believe the ball. So, it's going to be an outstanding second half, and it's going to be all brought to you by Wilma's Superstore Service Department on the corner of Savings, 108 North Ventures Drive, and Altus, letting you know, hey, spring is on the way. Get your vehicle ready. That means get the tune-up, get the serpentine belts changed, get the batteries, get the oil changes, treat your fuel injectors. I'm telling you, do what you got to do to keep that vehicle running, because guess what? Spring is coming. We even got a little bit of winter coming, still right around the corner. And the weather this week and next week are very indicative of that happening as we roll into March 2019. Can you believe it? We are in the last week of February of 2019. It's just going by faster than we can think about. But on top of things like that, the weather, checking a quick look at it, we're sitting at 43 degrees in the Altus area right now under partly cloudy skies. And tonight there's going to be areas of drizzle and fog after midnight, increasing clouds with a low around 38. East winds around 11 to 16 with gusts as high as 23. In the morning, there's going to be some patchy fog and patchy drizzle with a light chance of showers before noon. And then afternoon, the percentages actually went down 10%. Was 30 earlier. Patchy fog is going to be a factor pretty much throughout the whole weekend. Otherwise, cloudy skies with a high near 52. Winds are going to be a factor again, folks. East winds 10 to 13 Friday night. Slight chance of showers, then showers possibly after midnight. Cloudy with a low around 43. East-northeast winds will remain in the southeast and southeast from 10 to 14, becoming south after midnight. Winds could get as high as 20. Saturday, that's when it gets interesting. 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before noon. Patchy blowing dust. So that's like that dust-nado stuff happening, where you got all that dust kicking up. And if you suffer from any bronchial issues or sinusitis, by all means, cover your face or wear a mask. Highly recommended. Because the winds, you're going to have a wind advisory, high wind advisory, all Saturday. Plus a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly sunny, though, with a high near 59. And that south wind, like I said, it's going to be a factor between 16 and 26, with some gusts from the west between 30 and 40 in the morning. And at the peak, 55 miles an hour. So please, by all means, take care of yourself. The good news, though, I guess in that wind scenario, is that it's coming from the south instead of the north. I was getting a little tired and bummed out on that northern wind being so strong. Other than that, Saturday, you got clear skies and low around 26. Winds to return back to the north. And then looking back into going to work next week, you got mostly sunny skies, and the 60s and 50s are coming back at you. And 60 on Monday, 58 on Tuesday, 51 on Wednesday. So spring-like temperatures as we roll into March 2019. We're back into action here momentarily. The Pioneers got the momentum coming out of the break with that buzzer beater from Obi Okafor. But the Trojans, they know how to defend, and everybody, and I mean everybody, can shoot from the perimeter. So tight defense is what's going to be important, and the Pioneers are going to have to beat them in the paint to pull this out with a W and defend the long ball. They got to do that. If they don't do that, it's going to be a tough second half. Second half action brought to you by Wilma's Superstore Service Department, corner of Savings. And here we go. Primer with Dumas. Dumas making the showdown for the Pioneers. Primer, nowhere to go. Double defended, but finds an open man with Atkins. The Weish is a trigger man. They got to block him, defend him. Primer, lock and load. The Kinzer tried to do the alley-oop. And Dumas all by himself with the deuce. Western on top. 35-33. Your Pioneers are going left to right of your radio dial. Shamar Dumas. And Coach Delabera thought it was Pioneer ball. And it is. The sideline ref confirmed. Thank you, referee. Dumas with the tech-out duties. Pitches it to Jones. Jones to Okafor. Okafor looking for a man. Deshaun looking for Dylan O'Hearn. O'Hearn kicks it back to Okafor. Okafor to Jones. Jones in the corner. And that's what you call the money ball tray. Pioneers up by 5. The Pioneer bench chanting defense as Atkins drops the tray from the deep corner. Any further, he would have shot it from the bleachers. 18:27 left. Dumas to Okafor. Dumas to Jones. Jones to Okafor. Sears with the roundabout and stuff from Atkins. Primer. 3, not coming. And there's a foul on the play. Dylan O'Hearn got almost shoved into the Trojan bench. Dominique Primer, for a man of his stature, he goes hard when he hits you. Dominique Primer stands at 5'9" for the Trojans, and Dylan O'Hearn, he's 6'4". Another opportunity for Kinzer to try to stuff off of Damian Sears, but Pioneers retain possession. Dumas with the takeout duties. Dumas looking for a man, finds one in the corner with Jones. Jones fires a 3, misses. Atkins with the rebound, gives it to Primer. Primer with Dumas. Dumas is all over Primer. Weish, Kennedy, the Kinzer. The deuce doesn't fall. Weish gets the rebound. Kennedy back to Weish. Weish driving, going out to Primer. Primer to Kennedy. Primer to Weish in the corner, and that 3 counts. Tied ball game. 7:19 left. Dumas squaring up with Primer on the other side, crossing the timeline to Okafor. Obi looking for a man. Finds one with Sears. Sears. Back to Dumas. Dumas gets open in Obi. Looking, driving, tried to slam, but draws the foul. Foul called on to Anthony Kinzer. Obi will go to the line and shoot for 2. Bucket didn't count. Second one does. Western pulls back, 1-point ball game. Got Weish. Kicking it to Kinzer. Kinzer kicking it back to Weish. Little back and forth. Then the Primer. Primer Atkins. Atkins not tied up, and Weiss with the open look misses the three. Kennedy get the rebound, kicking it way out in the west wing, and a turnover violation. Pioneer ball. Correction as a foul, blocking foul. Didn't see that one, ref. Good call. Anthony Kinzer draws that one. Dylan O'Hearn kicks it to Dumas. Dumas squaring up again with his man with Primer. Watching these two go at it is a pretty good show. Down Pioneer. I think it's Dylan O'Hearn that's down on the paint. He hit his head pretty good on the pavement there. Well, actually on the he gets up under his own power, but his head kind of bounced off that ground over there. LaVorris Givens checks back in for the Pioneers. And he gets up under his own power, so he's okay getting checked out. LaVorris Givens checks back in. Gameplay does resume here shortly. Everybody's getting in position. Excuse me, folks. Obi jumps, and the swirly-doo bucket goes in for Obi. 41-38. Pioneers got a three-point edge. Primer zooms by Dumas. Primer covered up. Weiss open look. Three doesn't fall. Weiss gets his own rebound. Kicks it to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Weiss. Weiss to Atkins. Kennedy goes for the three and makes it. Tied ball game, 15-43. Back and forth we go. Dumas crossing the timeline. Primer give him a good leadoff to try to steal if he doesn't pass the ball correctly to his teammate. LaVorris Givens, top of the key, takes a three. Misses. Kennedy with the rebound. Primer looking for a man. Going to drive past Dumas. Finds Kinzer. Kinzer tries to get it to Weiss, but Obi was there for the intercept. Givens driving. Kicks it out to Sears. And the slammer-jammer. Wasn't as hard as I liked it to be, but it's good enough for me to say it. Damian Sears. Ben Jenkins about to check back in. Next loose ball in dead ball. Primer squaring off with Dumas. That's going to be that way all night. To Atkins. Atkins. Kennedy. Kennedy Kinzer. Primer looking. Kicking it to Atkins. Atkins missing. Drawing his own number. Got the ball, got knocked out. The say last touch was the Pioneers. I didn't see it, ref, but okay, we'll take the call. 14:37 left. Webster Simeus checks back in for Obi. 14:37.
Come on, Webster, let's play.
Ben Jenkins didn't have enough time. Ben Jenkins giving that little bit of a little shoving to a Pioneer, and he got caught doing it. Dumas crosses the timeline. Jones, open man. Okafor driving, cut off. Givens, Jones, Simeus. The soft touch didn't work on the three. Trojans recover. Primer. Blocking foul called. Blocking foul called on Shamar Dumas. His hands weren't quick enough. Checking back in is Jordan Williams for the Trojans.
Hey, next time we're 50. Right now, stay in 11. Good. Go with that, Shamar. Got that, yeah!
Kennedy.
Shamar
Shamar almost. All right, kicking it back. Jenkins to Williams. Williams to Kennedy. Kennedy for an open look. Misses the three. Deshaun driving with authority down the court. But he got slowed down by 3 Trojans. And there's a foul on that play on the shovel pass to Okafor. Foul called on Ben Jenkins. That's his second. Substitution made instantaneously by Don Tilley. Chandler Haley going to take out Atkins. Need all the big men he can get on that floor right now. Webster Simmons with the take-in duties. To Jones, to Dimmons, to Givens. Jones going in the corner, open, dribbling, facing off with Chandler. Haley wasn't having any of it. He didn't fall for the okie-doke. Jones missed the 3. Back to Trojan ball. Williams to Kennedy. Kennedy driving. Decides to kick it to Weish. Jenkins going to try to score. Nope. What? Goes back to Williams. Williams kicks back to Weish. Weish to Haley. Shot. Doesn't count. Pioneers come up with it. Dumas driving. Against. And that's a charge on that play.
And Trojans number 10, Jordan Williams, is second personal foul.
Correction.
At the line, Shamar Dumas.
Yep, it was a charge. Referee coming to the table. Dumas is going to be at the line right now, shooting for 2. Okay, there's a little bit of a powwow conference, a little bit of confusion on the floor. The shot was made by the Pioneers. So, on a charge situation, I do believe it's the other team that gets the points. It's an and one, but it's not a charge. It's actually a block foul. And Dumas is going to shoot the and one. Slaughter re-enters the game for the Trojans. For Weish. Dumas is going to try to make this a 3-point play after everything else. And he misses the 3-point play. Haley to Williams. Williams to Slaughter. Slaughter back to Williams. He's trying to recover that loose ball. Kicks it to Kennedy. Cameron Kennedy is on fire from the perimeter. The Pioneers have got to get him checked. Jones to Dumas. Dumas to Givens. Givens. Dumas. Back to Givens. Givens. Back to Okafor. Okafor and Jones with the jumper. Doesn't fall. Dumas thought he had the rebound. Didn't get enough control, so the Trojans get it back. 12:20 left in the ball game. And the steal from Jones. Dumas going in and getting the ball in the shot and score. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. You're listening to QITC Studio Sports for fans by fans.
More. The special guests of Mice and Men. Bad Flower and Palisades. February 28th at the Diamond Ballroom. Tickets at Smart Saver. Buy for less. DiamondBallroom.com. And don't miss Seven Dust. Clutch, All That Remains and More, sponsored by Bud Light, produced by DCF Concerts.
And we're back. So it was a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. We'll talk about DCF Concerts. Let me tell you, they have concert venues in Kansas, Oklahoma, throughout Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Tulsa. And they provide great concerts every year. And even at the Zoo Amphitheater, one of the premier venues in Oklahoma City. You should check them out today, dcfconcerts.com. We're back to action, and Dylan O'Hearn is back in the lineup. Cameron Kennedy is going to be doing the tech-out duties. LaVorris Givens has got to get his jersey tucked back in. He's been working so hard, he untucked his jersey. Got to be uniformed up. Haley, dribbling, looking, kicks it back to Kennedy. Kennedy is swarmed by Givens. Williams. Givens got a hand on it, but it didn't go the way he wanted to. Cameron's going to try that again. Dominique Primer coming back into the game. Slaughter coming out of nowhere. I didn't see where he looked like he came from back from the bench. And Western Simius with a little hi-ya kicking the ball. It's still Trojan ball. That was a good little move there. That was quick on the reflexes there.
That's it, Damien. You're right in the middle. Exactly. You're right there.
Ben Jenkins, big man, on the outside perimeter. He's going to do a little driving. He did pick up the foul. He didn't get the bucket, but he did pick up that foul. Foul called on Obi Okafor. Ben Jenkins is 6'6" from Oklahoma City.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, board. Get ready to run attack.
Coach Delabera gave us some last-minute instructions for when that ball's missed. Get that ball and
Wait up, hey.
an attack. And the Pioneers are doing just that. They're attacking. Shuffle pass to Givens. Givens to O'Hearn. O'Hearn to Okafor. Okafor back to Givens. Givens back to O'Hearn. And we got the mismatch right here. They can take advantage of it because Primer at 5'9" is not going to challenge somebody 6'4". He will, but the time's running out. And LaVorris Givens with the okey-doke three. Cameron Kennedy wasn't ready for that one. Haley, quick jumper, misses the ball. Damian Sears with the rebound. Dylan driving, slowing down the offense a little bit in front of the announcer's table. A lot of Primer. Still checking in on Dylan O'Hearn. Kicks it to Obi. Obi kicks it to Givens. Givens inside to Sears. Sears gets a foul. And it's almost a scratch in the eye, but he's going to go to the line to help out to ease the pain. Western's up by 6. Ben Jenkins, that's his third.
Sears.
One and one here from Damien. Nope. Lane violation on the Trojans. Trojans behind by 6, not helping themselves out when they do lane violations. Checking back in. Looks like we got Gideon Gardner and D'Angelo Atkins. So when those lane violations happen, you get another shot at it. So come on, Damien. Let's see what you can do with this other opportunity.
Give Damien 33. Oh, you got 15 and let him take up 12.
Here we go. misses that one, so Atkins with the rebound. Kicks it to Primer against Givens. Givens trying to reach in and get that steal. Primer drawing that foul. Lavoris draws the foul, falls for the okie doke, as I like to say.
Hey, get in wall, get in wall. Over here, not in wall.
Primer's going to do the takeout duty. Slaughter's in transition. Gardner was going to shoot it. Atkins with the quick jumper. He'll do that all night long. Givens to Dylan. Dylan to Damian Sears. And Webster Simius with the jumper. Foul called on Carlos Slaughter. Obi Okafor's going to go to the line on a push foul. We got a 5-point ball game on our hands. Seminole Trojans 46, your Pioneers 51. 10:07 left. Obi makes the first shot.
I don't want you to play screens, nothing. Just stand right underneath the basket.
Okay, last minute instructions from Coach Delabera. He doesn't want you to play underneath the basket. No screens, no nothing. All right, Coach. Let's see what defensive maneuvers that your Pioneers can do on this one. Primer. Facing down Givens. Jenkins. Facing down Sears. Sears got him tied up. But Gardner in traffic and bodies in his face still dropped the teardrop three. O'Hearn, Webster. Obi to Givens. Givens with the long three, didn't make it this time. Atkins with the rebound. Primer crosses the timeline. Looking for an open man. Finds one. Gardner. Gardner looking for another shot. Covered up. And Atkins tried to make the three. Gardner makes the rebound. Atkins. Slaughter. Primer. Slowing down the offense a little bit. Primer going around, going inside. And the steal from O'Hearn, but it goes back the other way. Atkins to Jenkins. Jenkins to Gardner. Gardner for the three. Misses. Givens in transition, grabbing the rebound. Looking for a man. O'Hearn. O'Hearn getting instructions from Coach Delabera. Sears looking, just driving stuff. But Webster comes up with the ball. Sears with the rebound taken away. And bodies dropping everywhere. As Gardner pushed Simius and picks up the foul. That was an interesting transition there, but yeah, it was a show. And Simius is going to go to the line. What transpired was Damian got the ball. Primer knocked it out of his hand. Had the ball. He fell on the floor, and then Gardner came in, pushed Webster out the way. Webster is now shooting. Didn't get the roll this time. Atkins with the rebound for the Trojans. Primer crosses the timeline, squaring up with Givens. Givens. And there's a foul. Foul called on Webster Simius. Primer's going to go to the line.
15. Webster Simius is coach. At the line, Dominic Primer.
Well, there's going to be some ejections if the crowd continues to say derogatory things towards the referees. First shot counts. First count call counts. First bucket, Primer. Referee's trying to get the crowd calmed down. Givens to O'Hearn. O'Hearn giving instructions for the offense to attack. And the steal of the transition. Primer comes up with it. Primer looking for an open man. Jenkins with the screen. Givens not falling for it. Gardner running in the paint. Primer on the spin. Kicks it back to Gardner. Jenkins jumps over the head of Sears. Tied ball game with 7:07 left. Pioneers need to get back control of their offense. O'Hearn looking for a man. Finds one with Givens. Simeus wide open. The tip in from Sears did not work. Sears looking for a foul, but he does not get one. Primer still faced off with Givens. But Givens is giving him a little bit of layoff. Trying to get his hands ready to make another steal. The Primer taking instruction from his coach from the sidelines. Only 5 seconds left. He better get this one off in a hurry. Primer misses. And Jenkins off the assistant roll-in. 7th lead change. Trojans back on top by 2. Givens to O'Hearn. Webster in motion. Obi kicks it to Sears. Sears, Givens, Obi. Webster's got his hands up. Hey, I'm open here. Webster, Givens with the tray. And that is going to be a foul. Foul call on Cameron Kennedy. And that's going to be a 3-point opportunity, the old-fashioned way, the charity stripe for LaVorce Givens. 5:45 left in this ball game. These 3 points can put the Pioneers back on top. First bucket made. No substitutions for either side currently. LaVorce missed the second shot. He makes this one, he can tie it. Tied ball game. Atkins to Primer. Primer faced it off with Givens, gives it away to Atkins. Atkins to Slaughter. Slaughter dancing with Okafor. Okafor gives him too much to handle. Muscling with Sears was Jenkins with the over-the-shoulder deuce. 2-point ball game in the favor of the Trojans. O'Hearn to Sears. Obi driving. Knotted up. Back to Sears and O'Hearn. Back to Givens on top of the key. Simmons. And there's a foul on that play.
Foul on the Trojans, number 33, Ben Jenkins, is 4th.
Ben Jenkins picks up his 4th foul. Voris Givens shooting again. Misses the first shot. Chandler Haley back to the game for Ben. He's going to take a seat. One-point ball game. Pioneers are behind 56-57. Primer to Atkins. Atkins to Slaughter. Slaughter looking for a man. Going to drive it. Kicks it out to Gardner. Gardner with the tray in the corner. 3-point ball game. Givens to O'Hearn. O'Hearn back to Simeus. Simeus to Givens. Givens looking, driving. Did not get the foul. Wester gets the rebound. Givens in traffic. No fouls called, folks. Primer comes up with the ball. A lot of skin action connection was happening on that end, but no fouls were called. Slaughter to Gardner. Gardner tried to get inside. And the travel violation on Damian Sears off the steal gives it right back to the Trojans with 4 minutes left. And there is a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. You're listening to QITC Studio Sports for fans, by fans.
So you've got family coming into town. You're rushing around trying to get things in order, cleaning the house, making reservations. Do you really have time to pick them up at the airport? What if you could just make a single phone call and send a professional driver to pick up your family? It gets better, too. It's really affordable. Just call Concierge Service Management. CSM Local will deliver your arriving guests safely, giving you back the time you need. With service to and from Lawton, Dallas, OKC, and Tulsa, CSM Local has you covered. Visit csmlocal.com.
And we're back here at Seminole State College. Trojans have a 4-point lead. 4 minutes left in this contest. Pioneers were at one time up as much as 8, but the rallying from the home team's bench put a little bit of motivation and a little pep in the step of the Trojans. So it's going to be a dogfight for the last 4 minutes here in Seminole. I'm DJ Raven Cade, and that timeout was brought to you by CSM Local. Visit them today at csmlocal.com. Like them on Facebook and Twitter. Slaughter's going to do the takeout duties for the Trojans. Haley comes up with it, and a little bit of a shove. There's a foul on the play. Foul called on Damian Sears. Chandler Haley's going to go shoot for 2 to extend the lead. And a double tap. The ball falls in. Haley sinks them both. 6-point ball game. O'Hearn to Givens. Givens tied up with Primer. Primer trying to do 2 men at the same time between O'Hearn and Givens. But Givens is too far back for him to do double coverage. Givens looking for a man. Finds Damian Sears. Damian kicks it out to Okafor. Okafor to Givens in the corner. Givens misses the open 3. Primer crosses the timeline. We got less than 3.5 left in this one, folks. Pioneers behind by 6. Gardner. Atkins back to Primer. Looking for a steal opportunity, the Pioneers are. Primer with the jumper. And the foul. Foul called on Voris Givens.
Phoenix, his second.
And timeout.
Trojans, Dominic Primer.
Timeout, Pioneers. We'll take one with them. You listen to QITC Studio Sports for fans by fans.
Clutch. Book of Bad Decisions Tour. March 9th, Diamond Ballroom. Tickets at SmartSafe and buy for less. DiamondBallroom.com. And don't miss Seven Dust on Saturday, March 2nd. Sponsored by Bud Light, produced by DCF Concerts.
Well, we're back here at Seminole State College, and that timeout was brought to you by DCF Concerts. And they have concert venues in Kansas, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, and names that you know, like the Zoo Amphitheater, the Diamond Ballroom, Canes, and the Brady Theater, all in Tulsa. Look them up today for the Rock Show to get you ready for Rocklahoma. That's going to be happening Memorial Day weekend. DCF Concerts, DCFconcerts.com. Back to the action we go. We got Dominique Primer. Going to go to the line, shoot. Got an 8-point ball game.
Webster! Get in the middle. Cross half court.
And a steal. A lot of action near the announcer's table from both coaches right now. Got Atkins kicking it back out to Slaughter. And that's a charge against Carlos Slaughter for the Trojans. Lots of possession on the play. That will be Pioneer ball with 2:23 left. Getting some more moisture off of the floor. There's a little team huddle between the Trojans right now. I guess they're trying to pep themselves up to pull this out with a W on their home court in front of their home fans on a Thursday night, while the sweat is wiped off the gym floor so nobody will get injured going down on the other side. Excuse me. Dylan O'Hearn gives it to Deshaun Jones. Deshaun to Simeus to Givens. Now they cross the timeline. Jones. Volleyball taps it to O'Hearn. Givens out to Sears. Sears couldn't make the force through. And Primer facing off with Givens again. Chandler, Haley, kind of stopping the flow of motion here.
9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Okay.
4.
And the shot clock's winding down. 2 seconds. Primer gets the shot off, but does not make it. And Primer, with a leaping catch, draws the travel violation. Even with the athletic move, it did happen. Pioneer has the ball with 1:28 left. Timeout. Trojans. So we're going to take them right with them. We'll be right back after this.
So you're planning your next vacation. You jetting off to a beach somewhere? Making a quick trip home? Anywhere you choose to go, do you really want to leave your car at the airport? It's expensive to park, miles from the gate, and vulnerable to theft and break-in. Here's a better idea. Book your personal chauffeur from Concierge Service Management. CSM Local will safely drop you off at the door and pick you back up. You'll have peace of mind, and it's really affordable, too. With service to Lawton, OKC, Tulsa, and Dallas, visit csmlocal.com.
You want to hear the best music ever made, ever played, and ever talked about? Let me tell you, Legends Radio is where you'll find that and then some. With yours truly, DJ Raven Cade, Saturdays, brought to you by Legends Pub House and Venue and CSM Local, Oklahoma. And we're back here for the last minute and 28 seconds in this contest between your Western Oklahoma State Pioneers and the Seminole State College Trojans. Speaking of the Legends Radio, that is the best music ever made, ever played on Saturdays with yours truly. Brought to you by Legends Pump House and Venue, CSM Local, and QITC Studios. There is a foul on the play. Foul called on Carlos Slaughter. That is his fourth. And that sends Jashawn Jones to the line. Jashawn swishes that bucket. Makes them both. Pioneers trying to make one last stand. Dylan O'Hearn fouls Gideon Gardner for a 1-on-1 opportunity on the other side of the court. 6-point ball game.
For the Trojans, Gideon Gardner at the line.
The roll in. There's some excitement from the clock shot management team for their Trojans. Jashawn Jones making it happen all by himself, coast to coast. Count the bucket and the foul. Foul called on Chandler Haley. And that is Chandler Haley's fourth as well. So we got two players on the floor right now with 4 fouls for the Trojans. Misses the three-point opportunity, Jashawn does. Primer comes up with it. And there's a foul on the play. Foul call on Webster Simeons. 6-point ball game. The Primer looks to extend that lead. All right, he misses the three-point play. Jashawn Jones in transition from Webster Simeons. Dylan O'Hearn almost lost the ball, but he regains control. Ball slapped away. Primer on the go, and wow, Jashawn Jones got some big ups on that, and the backboard is still shaking. The foul's called on LaVorris Gibbon. Primer makes the shot. Shamar Duvis back into the game for Dylan O'Hearn. 54.6. There's
Quick. Let's go.
Webster Simeus with the last minute three. 5-point ball game. Tried to foul him a couple of times, and finally Gardner gets the reach in. Webster Simeus commits the foul. That sends Gardner to the line with 43.9 left. 5-point ball game.
Shooting the double bonus, Gideon Gardner.
Plug and made.
Hornet. Go, go, go.
7-point ball game. Pioneers better hurry if they try to make a dent in this, to at least tie it. Simeus shoots a foul, shoots a three that did not make it. Pioneers tried to get the rebound. Deshaun Jones commits the foul. Shamar Dumas is kind of trying to walk out either a cramp or not quite sure, but it looks like a cramp to me. And Dominique Primer just adding on to the lead. Brian Rector back to the game. .6 left. Primer makes it another 8-point lead.
Quick, quick. Let's go.
Correction, a 9-point lead. Deshaun Jones with the long three. Doesn't fall for the Pioneer. This looks like it's going to be the last possession of the ball game. Slaughter catches the Brady pass from Primer. Another foul committed by Deshaun Jones.
Shooting two for the Trojans, Arnold Slaughter.
And Slaughter drops him in. And Lavoris Givens tries to drop another three. A wing and a prior three. And there you have it, folks. That is your ball game, your Pioneer squad. Both of them fall tonight for the home team. Pioneers were 63, Seminole Trojans 74. We'll be back with the wrap-up here after this. Hey everybody, DJ Raven K with you, let you know it is game night at the Pioneer Dome. Western Oklahoma State College, 2800 North Main Street. No other place you want to be tonight, 5:30. That's when ladies take the hardwood and they're going to be donned in their breast cancer awareness uniforms for every home game in the month of February. And you can participate too by purchasing your very own Western Oklahoma State Pioneer Pink Out t-shirt. The ladies are selling these shirts and half of the earnings will be donated to breast cancer research. So make sure that you check out their Facebook page, Western Oklahoma State Lady Pioneers Facebook page. Shirts start at $20. Get your orders in and support breast cancer awareness. Love, hope, care, be fearless. Go Pioneers! Well, ladies and gentlemen, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it for both your Lady Pioneers and Pioneers for their final road trip game of the season. But I had a great time coming out and supporting our squads here at Seminole State College, and I'm thankful for the hospitality that the athletic director and staff has shown me here tonight. Thank you very much, and I will definitely see you all back at the Pioneer Dome on Monday for the last of 4 games that are going to be taking place next week. Next week, you're going to have the Pioneers on the hardwood, it's doubleheaders the rest of the season. So I hope you join me on Monday starting at 5:30 and on Thursday starting at 5:30. There are technically 2 more games left in the season, but they're all doubleheaders, so that's 4 for me. So I invite you to check out all Pioneer Athletics at www.wosc.edu. Be fearless. Go Pioneers. I'd like to thank my sponsors, CSM Local, Oklahoma, Express Package Ship, and Business and Copy Center. Inside as well is Carl and Carmen's. If you need plaques or to sell anything, send anything across the world, they could do it, and they could do it efficiently. That is Express Package Ship, Business and Copy Center. IGTS LLC, Wilma's Sports Superstore Service Department, Custom Graphics, Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, all along Highway 62 and I-44 from Southwest Oklahoma and Northern Texas. Locations in Lawton, locations in Anadarko, Chickasha, and Wichita Falls, making taxes less taxing. That is Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, Southwest Oklahoma and Northern Texas. QITC Studio Sports, for fans by fans. And QITC Studios, reinventing the way that you experience entertainment, marketing, strategy, and music. CSM Local Oklahoma, you can visit them today at csmlocal.com. Crossfire of Altus, visit Robert for all your Warhammer 40K strategy, models, and paints at the Expo this weekend. More details on my page, DJ Raven K. It has been my pleasure to do play-by-play for the Pioneers this year, and I will see you again on the road back home at the Pioneer Dome Monday night. God bless you all. Peace.